record to the cloud. Okay, we're recording now. Anyway, so we were talking about how we have to have a system for keeping up with our customers and improving our customer retention. So my personal system that I use is the notebooks. I have one that's for my interact list. I have one that is for my RCMs. I use like the tracker pad for those that Courtney had. So once they have been RCM'd and then they have been followed up with, once or twice, they get moved to my interact list, and that's in my notebook. Once they move to the interact list, they stay there until they buy a mini experience. When they buy a mini experience, they go to the mini experience notebook. They stay there until they have decided that they are going to place their month supply order. Sorry, my phone just rang. What the heck? They stay there until they decide that they are ready to place their month supply order or become a promoter, right? So that is how I keep track of my customers. I move them from list to list. That's just what works for my brain. That's how I do it. So then that way I know who I have as customers and I know who I have used their link for, right? I like to stack my customers so that I can help them thrive for free. I typically give each one of my customers at least one referral. Did you just write their name down or do you put like on an index card? Okay, so what I do, I write them in my notebook first, but then once they have become a customer, I have a system for that too, where I move their card and, to months that they have their auto ship. I have a whole system for that we're going to go over. But the initial system that I use is just my notebooks. So they move from there to there until they become a customer. But then I put them on their index card and I use the recipe box that I think it was Lisa Fuller. I don't remember who it was. One of the millionaire leaders did a Zoom one time talking about her recipe box that she uses. And she has her customers on a index card. She has a little bit of information about them, like their address, stuff like that, so that she could send them goodies, because that's also a key part in customer retention. You want to keep them happy. You do that by sending them a little thank you gift for having their auto ship run, stuff like that. It doesn't have to be anything major, but I use the same recipe box and I put my auto ship customers in there. That way I can know what months they have had their auto ship run, what gifts I have sent them, if I've sent them credits, if I've given them a referral. I write the referral on that card as well, so I know who the referral is. Staying ahead of this and staying organized with this is going to be key, because your ultimate goal, or everybody's ultimate goal, should obviously be to get auto elite. You want to have a ton of auto ship customers that are returning every single month. That's just good for business. That is also more people that you are going to have that are bringing you more people into your network, right? The more people that they bring you for having conversations with their friends and family and stuff like that, the more your network grows, because then those people can bring more people, so on and so forth. So you want to have a good system in place so that you can write down who's getting what referrals, who's underneath where. You said all of your notebooks were. Okay, so I have one for my interact list. I have an RCM tracker pad for my RCMs. I have a notebook for my mini experiencers, and I have a notebook for my customers, right? Look, just like Sue Ellen. So this way, the reason why I like to keep it in a notebook is because I don't want to just keep up with the people who stay thriving, right? I want to keep up with the people who fall off. I want to keep up with the people who had to take a couple months off because of financial hardship, or the people who had a surgery come up and they couldn't take the system, whatever it might be. I want to keep up with those people too, because when they launch a promo, or when I get credits at the beginning of the month, I want to be able to look back in my notebook and say, okay, she hasn't ordered in a while. She hasn't ordered in a while. She only had her mini experience and never placed her month supply order, things like that. So as soon as they launch a promo, that's literally the first thing I do. I grab my notebooks and I go and I immediately start messaging people that I have already had conversations with about Thrive. Mini experiences, customers who have paused their auto ship, customers who don't have the referrals yet. Those are all the people that I message first to get them to get the things that they need to be able to thrive for free and get back thriving. Also, those are the same people that I message. I spent all day yesterday messaging everybody because we got our credits, right? So Monday is also another key thing. I'm sorry, this is all discombobulated because I'm not at home with my notes and like my normal. I'm sorry. I promise next week will be much better, more cohesive. But I do this every single Monday. I RCM my customers. I RCM them about not Thrive. about whatever's going on in their life, because I don't want them to ever feel like they are just a number to me. I want them to feel like I actually care about them, because I do. I have friendships with these people. I have relationships with them, and I want them to know that I value that. So I will go on their page. I will see what they've posted recently. RCM is react, comment, message. So that's what we do every morning on the morning meeting. That's how we talk to people. That's how we build relationships. That's how we are tricking the algorithm into telling Facebook, like, this is my very best friend ever in the world, and I want them to see all of my posts, right? So I will go and I will RCM my customers, not about Thrive. I will comment on what they have posted recently. I will message them something about their life that they've had going on, how their husband's doing, what their kids have been up to, how Christmas was, New Year's, whatever it might be. So I spent all day yesterday messaging all of my customers like I normally do. And then I also went so far as to message people that I have gotten credits, right? So I messaged many experiencers who hadn't ordered yet. I messaged my auto ship customers and let them know I have credits. If you need some credits for your auto ship to run, they always get first dibs at them because they are a returning customer. I want them to always feel taken care of. I also messaged them all and let them know, don't forget, 2 referrals, you get to Thrive for free. I remind them of that like weekly, because I don't want them to ever feel like they can't get their Thrive for free. I don't want them to forget that it's so simple. Just 2 friends. You get your 2 friends and there you go. And remember, I'm also stacking my customers. So as I'm getting a customer, I never put them underneath my link anymore. I already have my customers to Thrive for free. So now I always put them underneath other customers. So I will go to my notebook and I will see who has 2 referrals, who has 1 referral, who's close, who's been working for it, things like that. Like if somebody is posting and they're working on getting their referrals, they will always be the first person that gets a referral from me, because they are working for it and I want them to get what they have earned, right? I want them to get their Thrive for free and they are actually working for it. You will see that a lot of your customers are not going to post about it. A lot of your customers are going to be those types of people. I was like that, by the way, when I was a customer. I refused to post about it until I became a promoter. But they're going to feel like I don't want to sell things and all that stuff. So for those people, you're going to have to help them. You're going to have to kind of coach them on how they can talk to people in person. You don't have to post a single thing on social media. You can literally go to your dentist's office and just be high energy and have your DFT be showing and talk to people, be friendly, show them that you are thriving. Literally, like that's your whole thing, is just show people that you're thriving, and then they are going to want to thrive with you too. So always encouraging them to get their own referrals, stacking my customers underneath each other so that I can get them their referrals, and then rewarding my customers with little gifts. It doesn't have to be anything major. I have no like set system for how many months they have to be on auto ship before they get a bigger gift or whatever. I just kind of play it by ear. If you are posting if you are a kind human being, if you're always talking to me and you're like nurturing our friendship as much as I'm nurturing our friendship, and you are a repeat customer and you've been thriving, I will give you a full size product. Like I've given away bottles of Sculpt, Treat Meal. I gave one of my auto ship customers who's been an auto ship customer literally since like day 1. I gave her a free month of the skincare the other day because I had it and she deserved it. So why would I not? You know what I mean? So I always encourage people to set aside money from each of your checks into a like product fund, right? Because we don't ever want them to drop a huge promo like Tag Team or BOGO or, the one that they did where they put everything like 50% off. I bought so much product then because I had a product fund, right? That way you're not caught with your pants down. Like I have no money. I don't get paid until the day after the sale ends. I don't want to miss being able to stock up on product, things like that. And whenever you are stocking up on product, it makes more sense to be able to give them gifts because you haven't paid full price for that product, right? That's the skincare I didn't even pay for. It was part of a BOGO that I did months ago. So I was able to give them that month of skincare without losing any money. And now I have gained another purchase from her. So now she's going to actually have 2 auto ships in the month because she wants to have the skincare as well as her vitamins. And she has no problem doing it in 2 separate auto ships because she and I have built a good relationship. right? So that's good for me because then that gets me 2 auto ships from her each month, right? That's better. That's everybody's winning. She's getting the product that she needs. She feels loved and appreciated. I feel loved and appreciated. Everybody literally wins. And it all just comes from being organized and making sure that they know they are not just a number and a sale to you, right? So the first thing that I would suggest you guys do, since it's the beginning of the month, kind of like a little homework assignment, I guess. Take a look at how many credits you have. Obviously, if you're just starting out, a lot of the times we have to spend our credits on ourselves at the beginning because we want to thrive for free. We don't want to have to pay for it, right? Now I have gotten to the point where I don't ever use my credits for myself. I always use them for my customers or for my downline. So what I would encourage all of you to do as your homework assignment for this week is to take a look at your credits, see how much you can spare for some of your customers, and start reaching out to them. Let them know I have $15 in credits that I can give to anybody who signs up, or $20 in credits, or whatever it might be, however much you feel comfortable with. Or I have this free product I can offer for anybody who wants to place an order, right? Encourage them to start talking to people or posting about it so that they can get their referrals. Also, let them know that you are available for 3-way chats. I think a lot of the time, they're worried about getting referrals because, one, they don't want to seem spammy or like they're selling the product, right? They didn't sign up to be a promoter. They signed up to be a customer. They don't want to be a promoter. That's the number one thing that I thought. If I wanted to promote something, I would have become a promoter. I didn't want to. I wanted to be a customer. Okay. Number 2, they have no idea how to talk about this. They have no idea how to talk about what the product is going to do, how it can help people. They just know what you told them, right? So if you let them know right out the gate, I'm here for 3-way chats. I'm here to get on a phone call or a Zoom or whatever they might need. I'm going to do all of the legwork. All I need you to do is introduce me to your friend. Hey, Tracy, this is my friend Emily. She is super excited to hear some information about Thrive. And then I do my whole thing. They get their credits, yada, yada, yada. I also encourage you guys, if you have enough credits, to offer credits to your customers that you already have. Offer them credits. If you bring me 2 referrals, I'm going to give you $30 in credits for your next order. It's that simple, right? They can bring you 2 people that you're going to talk to, help you by getting new customers, but then it's also helping them to thrive for free, and you're rewarding them for helping themselves thrive for free. They are a huge source. Sorry, I did not see the chat. They are a huge source of getting our network to grow in a organic way. Okay. Stacking customers. Like you said, if I just pay for my own Thrive, could I just stack customers under my fiance's promoter account when I get customers? How does that help me? I'm a little confused on stacking. Okay. So it's you and then, well, hang on. It's you and then it's your fiance, right? He's your promoter underneath there. If you're already thriving for free, you want to get him thriving for free. That should be your main goal right now, because you want to have credits on both accounts, right? So your next 2 customers need to be underneath his link specifically. And then any people that they bring are going to go underneath them, obviously, right? They brought them. You can help all of your customers thrive for free by stacking them with another customer. As you get another new customer, put it underneath this customer. As you get another one, put it underneath this customer. And then you get another one, put it underneath this one. That way everybody is getting one and you're encouraging them. Nothing lights a fire under their butt more than telling them, I just gave you a referral. All you need to do is go get one more and you're going to get your Thrive for free next month. Right? Like, you've already done half the work for them. And you stack them by sending the customer's link. The customer's link is going to be their username.thrive123.com. So all you have to do is go into your back office, click on your customer's name. It tells you their username. You copy the username, you paste it into the chat.thrive123.com, and you send it and say, I'm going to stack you underneath one of my customers so that they get to thrive for free. And then I'm going to do the same thing for you. That's how I word it every single time. Nobody ever questions it. It always works out perfectly. I personally stack 2 under my hubby and myself and stack back and forth. Once you have 2 and hubby has 2, you can use it. Yes. So once you're thriving for free and your fiance is thriving for free, you're really going to be like living the good life, because you're both going to be getting credits. Now, just make sure that you pay attention. Don't lose track trying to help so many other people throughout the month that one of your 2 referrals stops thriving, right? Because you don't want, you don't want to get to the end of the month and you have no days left, and then the second comes and you don't get any credits because one of your auto ships had to pause, right? So just make sure that you're paying attention to that. Make sure that all promoter accounts that you are in charge of are thriving for free. whether that's your mom, your dad, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle, I don't care, whoever it might be, make sure they're thriving for free, but then take care of your customers. Does anybody have any other questions before we hop off here? I want to try to keep these to like 15 minutes each because every week it's going to be customer retention and there's only so much that I can talk about. It was me this month. Yeah, I think that was actually a couple of people this month, which really stinks. We get so excited to help everybody else that we forget to make sure that our own are taken care of. So I would encourage you guys to reach out to people about credits, get them getting their referrals in a message with you so that you can get them ordered. That's going to help you out. It's going to help with whatever thing is going to be launching on Thursday, hopefully rank advancement, because it's going to be growing your volume, which is a good thing. So yeah, I love you guys and I will see you next week.